Okay, so I took Heal Mirage to Decima here, and I have good things and bad things to say about it. As much as I want to love Heal Mirage, it's kind of a budget chrono at this fight. So we take the same utility skills as a chrono. As you can see here, we have Mantra of Concentration for this jump knockback. We have Portal and we have Blink and Signet of Humility for the CC bar. But we don't have a two-way blink because we don't have Continuum Split to do our blinking. And that's for the split phases. And we don't have a double Mara Signet because, again, no Continuum Split. We also don't have improved alacrity to make our cooldowns shorter. What we do have is a larger range for alacrity, so you might have seen the white circle there slightly. My group often don't get back very quickly after the arrows, so it is nice to have a 480 radius instead of a 361. That doesn't always mean I hit them, but I have more alacrity because I am dodging all the time and I don't need a target. So you'll see here we have to run to place our portal. Now you could just do your portal backwards, that's absolutely fine, but I like to place it so that I can keep healing them. We do have our rifle ambush, which is a really nice heal in the cone in front of us, and it gives permanent vigor too, so I would say that is a plus. And it is easier to give alacrity without CCing for those split phases because you don't need to press your rifle 4 at all to generate any alacrity. Also, your might and protection uptimes are probably going to be easier if you don't have someone helping you out with that, because your F1 and your F2 will recharge faster. It recharges for 2 seconds every time you give yourself Mirage Cloak, which is effectively any time you dodge or you shatter with 2 or more clones. But you'll see here I swapped to Spear, that's the word that I'm looking for, because it is a good CC still, and then we just heal everybody through it. The rifle ambush is a really nice way to heal everybody up, as long as you're behind them. So yeah, and I can start moving nice and early and let them follow me and still give them alacrity. So that's actually really nice. It's the larger range. I'll be extra healing, although it's not really extra healing because you don't have improved alacrity. It's just different healing. Yes, my herald went down there, but that was not my fault. I made a slight error in judgment here and put the arrow on the right. It should have gone on the other side. That did put the red arrow on top of the greens, unfortunately. None went in. This is our Calm Before the Storm run. We did manage to get the achievement here for everyone except one person, because unfortunately they died. Slight spoiler alert there. Very close to the end actually, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, so here we have to run again. It is a little bit tedious having to do the running, but I definitely do prefer to do it beforehand and not afterwards. We also had a slight issue here. Now this is fine, the cages are very nicely aligned, so we can have plenty of room in our cages. However, you see this cone here? Yeah, it hit us over here. I didn't realise and took the portal and then went, oh no, someone's down. Luckily, other people noticed and got them up. Otherwise, that would have been run ending. So yeah, so we're just doing all the normal split phase things here. I do really like being able to dodge and not take any damage myself. It's a nice little perk of being a class that just dodges constantly. Do make sure that you have your stability mantra charged here. You can charge it as you're running back into the boss, but I like to just have it just in case. Remember, your mantra will heal people, so if you are slightly scared of not healing people, we need to get these greens here, then you can just use your other mantra as well. If my mantra's charged, so I try and charge my mantra for the start of that damage phase. That's damage to us, not to the boss. But if it's not charged and I've not quite managed it, then I will just leave it and heal through other means for that phase. You'll see I accidentally forgot to give people stability. I didn't think we were running quite that fast, so some of them had to run back. Do try and give them stability for every jump. Also, you want to try and kite on the left to bait the arrow to the right, the green one. Unless your group asks you to do otherwise, in which case bait whichever side they want it on. Make sure you line these up so the 2 orange arrows do not hit a conduit, and then we're going into the boss. I like to use both my stills sometimes on spear. See, I didn't manage to bait it the proper way this time, so we all ended up in the middle and therefore got exposed because we were too close together. It was entirely my fault there. Took everyone's personal achievements away. If you are on spear at any point, you don't need to be able to attack the boss to do alacrity. You can just shatter and ambush. You'll see I walk backwards here so that the arrows don't hit that conduit on the left. I'm not anywhere near the boss right now, but I can still do my alacrity even if my spear does not hit them. Now, because of I missed the first kiting, the green arrow was behind the boss because that's the furthest close, the closest far conduit that's not charged. Mirage does not have to move when it dodges, so it can be really nice to know where you're gonna be for the conduits. And then we're just gonna do this like normal. You'll have seen in any of the chrono videos how this works. But yeah, we let our melee people get the circles, and then everybody gets the circles, and we dodge into the boss. Now I'm distorting here so that I can get this green, and don't have to dodge in, and then we do. It's very nice, all done, and we did get the achievement here. Yeah, but it is kind of, yeah, we feel like a budget chrono, honestly. I will probably be going back to chrono unless I can find some way of making this feel better. I could have played this nicer, but yeah, overall I think I'll stick to chrono for this. It does actually work way nicer on the melee group because you're at the boss more of the time. You don't need your continuum split for getting into Decima, and overall I think it's just nicer. You can have melee classes that need lots of vigor, like, I don't know, a Vindicator or something. So I think my overall conclusion would be take it as a melee healer, but as a ranged kite I would suggest we don't. And we go chrono instead. Unless you happen to really love Heal Mirage like me, in which case feel free to take it. It obviously works. It works absolutely fine. It's just not as good as a chrono. So yeah, you don't want to watch the rest of my win 8 clear here. So I'll see you guys around. See ya!